Did you come to Tanzania because of that Eddie Murphy movie, Coming to America?
No.
Do you know Michael Jackson? Which one of your parents is white? Now, that last question I thought was the strangest of all, since although I'm light-skinned, both of my parents are black. I firmly told any Tanzanian who cared to ask, but it seemed to be a national concern, since among the things that delighted Tanzanian children when they yelled at me as I walked by was half-casty, 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 or half-caste. Just how many half-caste people had there been in Tanzania for young kids to know that English-derived taunt? Nearly 20 years later, I finally asked my mother who was the white person in our family tree, and it turned out to be my great-great-grandfather. Since that was during slavery times, we don't know if the encounter was a result of sanctioned rape or forbidden romance. So in conclusion, I'm 1/16 white, which means that I'm still 100% black. Just as I was entering stage 2 of culture shock, where the mental walls started to cave in and everything foreign to me became frustrating, the first crack in my arrogant shield appeared. As Tanzanian after Tanzanian tried to engage me into a political conversation about the United States, I was at a loss of words. This was more than me not taking a general interest in politics. I couldn't even talk much about American history. The average educated Tanzanian knew far more about American history and geography than I ever cared to know. For the first time in my life, I was embarrassed about how little I knew about everything. I'd grown up in the land of plenty, but it was mostly material things and pop culture with very little substance. I'd received the perfect Cold War education, heavy on math, science, and literacy. Those fluffy subjects such as PE, art, foreign language, and history were just there to make me more well-rounded. Tanzania was my first experience with working abroad. Since then, I've worked and traveled in several different countries, and I've read as much as I could to prepare myself before living or traveling in each prospective country. Now I'm painfully aware that there's more information about more things than I can possibly read about or experience during my lifetime. For all my research, travel, and varied experiences, I look back and laugh at that arrogant 17-year-old I used to be. Every day, I'm reminded of something I don't know but can quickly look up on some reputable websites. And I'm humbled every time I attend trivia night at a local bar. I proudly boast to my team in advance that my best contribution will be given the team name. The best team name I've come up with so far is the Cocaine Spiders, which describes how my best effort to braid a capoeira belt looked like a spider on cocaine trying to spin a web. My team name was a hit, and another teammate came up with a little move to go along with it. Just put your hands beside your ears and wiggle your fingers. Yeah, like a cocaine spider. No trivia team I've ever been a part of has won first place. My 17-year-old self would scoff in contempt within the safe confines of her big, happy, ignorant bubble.
Nice.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, who's on first? We had somebody already Thursday. Okay, who's next?
All thanks to Tanzania.
Next.
I'm waiting for someone to jump. I'm
Yeah.
prepared.
I'm not doing